My plan is to go out there and run 4 fucking miles. But guess what? Everybody's got a fucking plan so they can hit in the fucking mouth. That's for Mike Tyson. So when your plan fails, when those postal fucking laws get too heavy, when you get knocked the fuck down in the fucking canvas, when everything falls apart in your life and your plan is fucked up, what the fuck are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay fucking hard. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. Sometimes you can read a David Goggins book because I was all this shit and then a lot more fucked up. But if you don't have a little flame, you know, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you. And that's the harsh reality of this life that I want to get across so fucking bad. You can watch me, you can watch you, you can watch fucking Rogan and Cameron Haynes, all these motherfuckers. You can go to Tony Robbins' fucking bullshit. All this shit. You do all this shit. If you could keep going back and keep spending money and spending money and spending money with no results, you can wonder, wow, maybe let me go try out David Goggins. He ain't gonna fucking help you. You have to explore, examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life? Do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. That's the hack. Every day I wake up, I'm a fucking piece of shit today. How the hell is this gonna work out for me? And you fight that. I don't just run a mile, 2 miles. It's the one thing I hate the most to do, and I do it like I love it. 250, 60, 300-mile runs at one time. No sleep. There's no dopamine in there at 300 pounds. You got nothing. Your hormones are shot. Oh, you have to envision something that is more powerful than you. Something has to get you out of there. And you have to create it. You have to be focused. Because you're not it. You're that piece of shit. The problem is, and you don't want to fix it. You don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. And it makes me so fucking mad. Every day I walk this earth, I see average all over the fucking place. So many people are doing exactly that. The supplements, this to that. I agree, it helps. But once you figure out your brain, you become unstoppable to almost anything.
All right, y'all.
Beat death, can't, whatever.
I ain't playing.
Your brain's amazing.
I'm tired as hell. But then I remember David Goggins. I'm like, wait a minute. You don't know me, son. It's time to go over and beyond.
At the right time, with the right hit, with the right proof of what you've done in the past.
Over and beyond.
You're a beast. A beast. But once again, you just can't read about it. You can't sit back and be a theorist. You have to be a fucking practitioner. And in that practice is where that becomes proof positive. What I'm saying is like, God, like David Goggins is blowing my mind. What is this? He's not crazy. And so many people, a lot of people, have listened to me the right way, and they come back and they're like, I'm totally on board. It happened. It happened. Like, keep going, man. We keep doing it. But that is it, man. There's no sun. There's no glory. There's no carrot. There's no victory. But there is all of it in one. I can't explain it real well to people, man. But what you get at the other end is something that you're always found. You're never lost anymore. Doesn't mean the journey's easy. It doesn't get any easier, but you're always found. For you to constantly win. When this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here. Go. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins at 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than the other voice. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't that you win. It goes from the water to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles. This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. Sometimes you can read a David Goggins book because I was all this shit and then a lot more, a fuck up. But if you don't have a little flame, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you. But when you put that practice in, every day you lace them up, and I don't mean run. It's just a metaphor for life. When you lace them motherfuckers up every day, pretty soon you win. Pretty soon you'll you have the courage and the heart and the dedication and the mindset of everybody go fuck. It's the hidden work. People see 1 minute video of me running and like these fighters, they see during the fight or after the fight. They don't see these motherfuckers what they deal with every fucking day. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be here. Because every day, even though they're the best in the world, that little motherfucker, 7 or 8 years old, is still in there saying, so you're always fighting that. You never beat it. You never truly beat it. So when they get on stage and talking to Joe Rogan, it's not even real. It's not even all those mornings that you want to get up and look at it as like a rock. And you find this fucking rock and the rock is you. And every day you fight, not wanting to get up. And you do anyway. You chip a piece off that. Every day you fucking eat the right foods. And every day you go to train, you train harder and harder and harder and harder. And all these things you do to start forming yourself. You're chipping another piece of that rock up. Before you know it, you have this beautiful piece of artwork that you built. But people don't, and then once you get there, you see it. And it becomes real. Like, oh my God, I did this shit. And so like the journey becomes so real that there's so many people aren't willing to fucking chip away at that stone that is them to start chipping off those rough edges.
That's the fear. The fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
I never forget one time I was running by a graveyard when I was fucking just trying to become, I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard and I looked out there and I have all these epiphanies, man. I have all these fucking moments of it's crazy, man, of this thought. Cause I'm always by myself and I'm always deep thought about how to be better. I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there just are so upset with how you lived your life and just regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't die like this, bro. Don't die like this. So people wonder where this shit comes from me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here? I had to find purpose, and my suffering, it had purpose. It had a purpose.
I hope everybody is pushing hard today.
On those days you don't want to do things, it's easy to conquer when it's good weather. You got good sleep, heart's going good, you feel great. Those are easy days to conquer. But who are you on those fucking days when all hell is broke loose? You're sore, you're depressed, you're miserable. Who are you on those days? Your life sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what? I'm still going to get it. Because when that time comes, the time is going to come, when that purpose is there.
Oh, Rashawn, what's up, bro? You here? We've been wondering where you at, man. Good to see that you're alive, man. Been wondering where you at. Goggins is the one, bro. Anybody who feels low, put on some David Goggins, man. He's got stronger caffeine than I do.
you don't become better by ever doing that. You become normal. To be at the point of your life where you don't care about being judged. You can be in a room of 1 million people and they all hate you, and you walk in and you go like this because you know yourself. Inside and out, and you know that you put yourself through hell to be where you're at today. And that's, to me, what it's all about. It's all about putting those boots on the ground and getting after it every day. And once you do that, you have a feeling about yourself that no one can ever take away or even understand. No matter what's in front of you, man, you have to face, you have to overcome, and move forward. And I still do every day today. You know, it's not over. There has to be some people like me on this planet Earth that are able to take this mindset and do something with it. I didn't teach myself victory first. I taught myself failure. And people are like, that's so depressing, is it? When you're 300 pounds and you can't read and write and you're fucked up, how many times you're gonna fail on that process? If you don't know how to fail, there is no victory. The first part of my success was learning how to fail properly. And then eventually, I started getting a few victories. So I know why you go on Instagram. I know why you, because you just have the time. This is my lifestyle, son. 17. Yeah, I'm fired up. This is my 18. Someone get some help. Get it. Make sure you push your right back and do something. It's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say. You gotta be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And then you help other people become better from you being the best in the world. And it takes being obsessed to where people think you're crazy. Because this is for the masses. This is for those who are leaving no one behind. Those who are searching for a new realm. It's a lonely journey. You're isolated. Those who used to keep pace with you will fall off. They'll see where their world ends and yours begins. Your ability to suffer, endure, outwork must be greater. You must be willing to extend yourself to the limit with no guarantee of success. Every day, you must ask yourself, did I do enough? There's no magic pill or a magic potion. All you can do is outwork the man that God created, or woman, in you. And what that looks like is unfun. That's why I said, am I happy? I don't know. Then we thought about it. Then we care about it. Because all I really cared about was when I looked in that mirror and I saw a piece of shit. Happiness wasn't on the mirror at 16. Around 300 pounds. It wasn't like, oh, I'm looking for happiness. No, I'm looking myself in the mirror and say, all right, I did it again today. You're a bad boy. Because that shit sucks. Everyone has got a fucking plan. So they're hitting the mouth. That's from Mike Tyson. So when your plan fails, when those bullshit fucking balls get too heavy, when you get knocked the fuck down, when everything falls apart in your life, and your plan is fucked up, what the fuck are you gonna do? There's only one way. Stay focused in life. A lot of us believe I'm always gonna work much harder than we actually are. We think if we got out early for 4 days, we learned something. You're gonna do it. You gotta drop your entitled mindset. It's dead weight. We believe we work harder than we actually have. Trust me, most of us haven't. The one thing in life you gotta realize is this: learn to help yourself. Don't count on other people to help you. Stay hard. Come on, boy, see it. Good.
How do you let other people's opinions impact you?
Question. What if one more than people? One more. One thing you have to learn early in life. I didn't learn this till later on. You're gonna do it. You did it. You can't care what anybody thinks about you. If I care what people thought about me, do you think I'd be yelling out here, doing a 105-pound rock, talking shit? This is who I am. Find out who you are, whoever that may be. I don't give a fuck what you are. Find out who you are and own that motherfucker and tell people to go fuck themselves. Don't ever worry about anybody or what the fuck they think about you. You do that, I guarantee you, your life will be in shambles. You will become the biggest bit of all time. And when I say bit, I ain't talking about fucking females. So back in the day, we could say words like that people weren't fucking about. So I ain't talking about females, I'm talking about fucking sex to fuck everybody. And haters. I read your fucking messages on those videos I put up with me on my crutches, me getting my knees straight. You were happy I was fucking injured. You're also happy because you thought I'd never run again. All that shit I told you, tagging your friends shit. You don't fucking know me. You see a 1 minute fucking video about me. You know how hard I train, how I live, the dedication I put into my fucking. So why do you troll? Maybe it's a fat mother at home, lazy, with no discipline or dedication. Maybe you're jealous. Who knows? I guarantee this. I'll be back better than ever. Ha ha! Stay hard. You aren't given any breaks in life. You make them for yourself. We are all being tested in life. While my test is different than yours, you will be tested. And how you face that test and how you overcome that test determines the rest of your life. The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I'll never be in the Olympics. I'll never be a professional athlete, but still I grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me on a dark alley, running at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing. I was grinding. Stay hard. Fellas, I got you every day. Get after an everyday mentality. That said, when you push that hard, you go to the well. Well, my well was fucking empty. The cookie jar in there had stale moldy cookies. They weren't working no more. Gotta find something else and get that conqueror's mindset back. But I just don't give a shit about anything. Just fucking mind. A lot of people out there talk about they're missing something in their lives. And they don't know what the fuck it is. You don't know what it is because you're in a soft environment 24/7. You gotta get out of it. Stay hard.
Yeah, y'all. That was just an opening just to get ourselves pumped, get the blood flowing. Hi, Chihuahua. Hard week, a week filled with L's, but I hope y'all heard Goggins talk about them L's and how important it is and how losing and failing the correct way is the best thing you can do for yourself. Mother effers who want to come here and say coffee is, collecting L's for a living. Okay, so what? You heard what Goggins said. Is Goggins not successful? Is he not the G? He is. And if the G himself is saying, look, man, it's all about them L's, right? Then who the hell are you, bro? Anybody who's only had wins is because mama has made sure that everything goes right in his life, right? That's somebody who never tried to do anything. How do you develop without collecting L's? You want to continue to say I collect L's? Well, I'll take it, bro. I am now the L master, right? Coffee comics, right? Supplying that caffeine and the king of L's. I am the L master. I don't care. I don't mind. I'm happy taking that L. You want to know why? Because I learn something from it. I develop each time I fail, mother effer. I get stronger. I get better. And while you are in your comfort bubble, right, feeling that, oh, it should be like this, you should be more chilled, you should be more relaxed. Yeah, it shows that you're just a hunchback. It shows that you just love mama's milk. It shows that you don't want to do anything. And you just hate somebody like me who's in the gutter but still push it. If I'm such an L master, such a loser, then why are you watching a loser? Seriously, it makes no sense. These mother effers come in, day out, they tune in, they click subscribe, they click the bell, they're always waiting for this caffeine, but then they always want to hate. Mother sucker, keep on hating, bro, because that's all you can do. You ain't working on your book, shut the F up. Telling me, Coffee Comics, work on your book. Mother effer, this is the 4th book. Where's your first book? Where's your first chapter? I am the one leading by example. I am the one who flipping practices what he preached. Not you, me. You don't tell me what to do, I tell you what to do. I'm Coffee Comics, mother effer, not you, hunchback. Sit there, keep watching, keep hating, and die of a damn heart attack like flipping Sean James, because he never did anything in his damn life, right? Always was comfortable enough despite being so miserable, and he never did anything about it. So shut the hell up, all ye hunchbacks, and just keep watching, because that's all you can do. Oh, your drawings suck, bro. Where are your drawings, mother sucker? Where are yours? Oh, bro, you can't do this, you can't do that. What are you doing? You telling me what I can't do? At least I'm doing something. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What do you have to show for yourself? Nothing. Just a hot mouth sack of garbage who can't help but talk smack on the internet. You know you can't come here, bro. I'll give you a damn address. Book that damn flight, come on over here and put on them gloves and let's handle it, right? Let's handle it. Or you can shut the hell on up and start drawing, bro. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard, but oh wait, for you it is hard, ain't it, hunchback? You can't do nothing right. Look at me talking all kinds of caffeine right now while I'm busy drawing right now. You can't do what I'm doing. You can't multitask the way I do. I'm the king of kings up in here, nigga. I am the first and the last, the beginning and the end of this MANAA. I made MANAA, boy. Not you, hunchback. Oh, MANAA sucks. I'm never going to read MANAA. And yet here you are watching videos from the guy who created MANAA. Shut the hell up. You can't tell me nothing, hunchback. You can only keep ranting, raving, and spitting all over the screen and doing nothing about it. Oh, Coffee, you talk too much. Really? I talk and I work, bro. I work as hard as I talk, mother sucker. Can you do the same? You can't do the same. I am the only one who can do this, boy. You can't do what I do. You want to challenge me? Then send a DM instead of trying to send some garbage through a live stream, changing your accounts and whatnot so you can disturb the stream, so you can disturb the flow of this caffeine, so you can get everybody else riled up. You can't do what I'm doing. I am Coffee Comics, the one and only. There ain't no other, right? There ain't no other, and you're mad that you can't be like me. You want me to be like you. Some guy rotting in the basement or the attic. I'm not a dude rotting in the basement, bro. I don't look like you. I ain't 7,000 pounds. Mother sucker, I am the end all be all, right? And you are just gonna sit down there and take it. If you don't like it, you're gonna flip and change the channel immediately, boy, immediately. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's my opening monologue. Let's put on some music real quick. Let's put on some PyCon action. Let me check the comments. All right, sup, yeah. Saito, Rookie in the house. Oh, Wavy, you gonna make the announcement this weekend? Awesome. Yeah, y'all. Stay tuned for that announcement. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be heated. You have no idea what's gonna be coming. Yeah. Y'all thought I was just sitting down. You thought I was just crying all day. You thought I was just sipping on liquor all day. You thought I was just curled up in a ball, hating, screaming, and running around in circles. But no, I've been working with Wavy, and we got something cooking, and it's coming this December. We are going to destroy the world. We are going to shock the world, and every hunchback that's been watching and hating is going to hate some more, so much so it's going to cause cardiac arrest. Be ready for this weekend. The announcement drops, and you're going to see how much sauce we got planned for y'all. I got 15 minutes left at work. Then after that, I'll be doing my Japanese studies. Damn, bro. Well, keep doing it, man. Go all the way. I mean, you're doing the Japanese studies and drawing. That's the way. That's Goggins mode right there. That's Goggins mode. Thanks, DM Rodriguez. What's up, James? It's like what they say. We all fall down as we go uphill. Exactly. yeah, you know, it's gonna be crazy. It's never easy at all to draw, bro. Sometimes you do need a little bit of external motivation. And thank goodness for David Goggins, right? Especially if you don't have somebody in your real life corner understanding what you do. Well, it's not gonna be easy at all. But nevertheless, we still gotta keep on grinding, right? We gotta go over and beyond up in here. Over and beyond. So anyway, I'm drawing the cover for chapter 26. And it's gonna feature Lancelot a lot. It's mostly a bit of his backstory and what's gonna happen next. So yeah, you know, Lancelot is a European mythological character. So what I did was, well, I took that because I like the name. But you see his weapon, his divine relic, I really wanted it to look like the Sun Wukong, you know, fighting staff. It's a staff, right? Yeah. And yeah, I had to make it look interesting somehow with the best I can do. But anyways, we'll see the final product, how the final product looks like. But so far I have 10 pages drawn. Do I have 10? Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got 8 pages drawn. Okay. 8 pages drawn, and it's 18 pages this chapter. So, yeah, it's crazy. I will show like how I am now using photo bashing, I guess, right? So, like this is an example over here, like how I achieved this thing, photo bashing, right? Same thing with the audience down here. So I'm gonna be showing how I do that in another video. So you can stay tuned for that. Let's put on the Champion Mindset motivational video featuring Dragon Ball.
If there's anything left to give, I need it now. Prepare to join this filthy orb in oblivion.
Gotta make the pupil a bit bigger here. Power up, people. Power up. I don't want to hear that this weekend you just want to go to the liquor store. I don't want to hear it. You ain't going to no liquor store. You're going to sit right there on your desk and you're going to get to work. Do you understand me? If you're up in this MANAA game, then you know sacrifices need to be made. And you know the sacrifice is worth it. Sacrificing a couple of dollars for that liquor. What are you going to get in return? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, bro. But this is a sacrifice that will have plenty of returns. It's worth it. It's worth it. In 10 years,
If I can't last
you'll have something to show.
then perhaps I deserve to die.
So I struggled with this image, and I did use some reference, but regardless of the reference, it's like I didn't know what to do with his legs, so I decided to hide his legs with his robe. But we'll see how it goes. Sometimes if you really can't nail something, you just gotta wing it.
I can't give up.
Now, I need everybody to remember again when emulating a style is very important. Now, obviously, people can tell that I borrow from Dragon Ball in terms of art style, Seven Deadly Sins. Sometimes people can say some Bleach action with the faces. Definitely, if you look carefully, with the eyes in particular, yeah, I kind of do. So, when you're emulating somebody's style, you are more forgiving to yourself if you realize that, okay, I didn't execute this very well, but let me compensate for a lack of high skill with strong style, strong visual style. It's not something you should rely on, no, but sometimes you just can't nail something dead on. So that's what I'm gonna try to do here. But then again, you have to always realize which rank you fall under. The Coffee Comics ranking system, it's very helpful. Now he's not actually wearing this. He's not actually shirtless in the whole, oh damn, in this chapter. But you know, you can get away with things in the cover. He's wearing this thingamajig. Now to get to the fun part. I haven't mastered drawing Lancelot's hair. I have not. So sometimes I'll forget.
Some more. Okay, but this is going to be the last time. Please, destroy Frieza. He made me what I am. Don't let him do it to anyone else. Whatever it takes, stop it. Behind my father's back.
Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna do the stick last. Let's add some contrast now. Oh, but before that, gotta use my favorite brush to thicken them lines. Almost there.
怖い時には巻き腹をついて不安な時は巻き腹をついて自信がついたら巻き腹をつか稽古だけはてめえを裏切らねえからな
Unless you become stronger, you might even get killed in your sleep. You mustn't have any self-doubt. Only then will you become stronger. Armor that's hard enough can even be used as a weapon.
Gotta get stronger. So I can hold lots of swords. Two's not enough. I'll use
Okay, let's get to the fun part. Figuring out where to put the real magic.
Welcome to the end of your life, and I promise it's going to hurt. We're scared of what we don't know, and there's only one way to know, and that is to confront that fear. You have to step, you have to go. This simple attitude, it answers so many questions. You step, you go, and you face the fear of the unknown. You step. Be aggressive. Take action.
Now I didn't know. I don't know if I'm gonna color this. But we'll see.
They have to accept it.
The first step you need to take is just that. Step. Any type of danger, right, gives you this flight or fight response. So train. It starts with training. You know, it's kind of a way to achieve power. And even when bad things are happening, you know, standing stoically saying, okay, let me take another look at that and I'll get it done. We've had enough.
You've suffered so much from my foolish dream. Forgive me. I did what I wanted until the end.
You've given it your best shot. You can stand down. You can back off. And you can rest. Do not listen to that instinct.
Listen, I don't mind if you're easygoing most of the time, but right now you've got to man up. Can't let people walk all over you. I'd rather fight for my life than live it.
What the hell happened there?
A perfect human body, one that has been pushed well beyond the limits. My body, with the reactions and strength of a champion boxer, the speed of a world-class sprinter, the plasticity of a gymnast, and the stamina of a marathon runner.
Damn. That was not supposed to happen. I ain't thinking straight.
This was the first time I could use my absolute strength, and you answered. It was the only way it could end. Your weapon seems to be finer than any I've ever seen. I want you to try and kill me with it.
I know what you're up to. Yeah, you want to be the king, huh? First, you gotta go through me. Got it! Got it!
Same dream, a dream that you had inside a locker room.
Yeehaw. Let's put a remix of the old Dragon song. Is it Rock the Dragon? Let's hear it, shall we? Time to put the line weight up in here. Which is something I don't always do anymore in actual pages, unless it's necessary. But in general, I don't put line weight much anymore. Always gotta add a little bit of debris here and there, just to emphasize movement. Now that was a good remix. Thank goodness for YouTube. Honestly, would have lost my mind without it, man. Would have lost my damn mind. Now we're all here, you know, sharing this creative energy. That's how it's supposed to be. Mike Smith is the guy who remixed this from the YouTube channel called Gladius. Yeah, y'all can go check his channel out. He is next level. For people who hate the English dub soundtrack, I don't know what drugs you're smoking, bro. Like, how could you hate such epicness? Well, it's subjective, yada yada yada. No, it's not, bro. This is 10 times more epic. Instead of just relying on trumpets and symphonies of ancient times, this soundtrack was so innovative you know, so unique, so distinct. It's insane to me how people in the West can hate on the dub soundtrack. It's just crazy. Like, why? But oh well. People just want to hate on anything they can. I'm gonna have a Majin Vegeta moment in the story. I don't know how yet, but I'm fitting on it. I'm fitting on it. But as to who's gonna have the Majin Vegeta moment. Oh wait, I know. Yeah, and that actually does fit with the story. I won't say who, but now I know. Yeah. Yeah, I do know now. Now the thing in the foreground, whoops, it's gotta have the most line weight adjustments, which is the hand. And I have not put enough. Let's see. If I go to this layer and I do this. See this brush? It's real cool to create emphasis. Haven't mastered it yet. Oh, you know what it is with this song. You know what it is. Y'all better be rocking out. Rock it out, bro. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Right? Ain't no hunchback gonna judge you in your room right now. Come on, man. Break it down. Yeah. Move them shoulders. Move it. Yeah, while you sitting on your table. While you drawing. Come on now. Yeah. You know what it's do. I can't dance for squat, man, but when this song is on, I start moving. Right? Powering up. Over and beyond. You can do it. Whoa. There'll be people watching, hoping that you won't crash out on camera, right? So that they can laugh. Too bad. We jamming and powering up and getting some work done. So, too bad for you, Mr. Hater, if you're watching on the low. We jamming, rocking, and finishing our work. Nobody's depressed here. And if we are, we pick each other back up again. That is the purpose of this caffeine. Nothing else, nothing more. Yeah. Come on, move it, move it, yeah, move it. Draw that line, bro. What you waiting for? Keep drawing, no breaks. We ain't taking no breaks, man. We in the time chamber right now. Let's go. People wish they can vibe out like this, right? To be this free. The freedom to express yourself as this. They don't have it. Who knows why they don't have it? Maybe they don't know themselves very well. But that ain't our fault. So when they try to censor us from expressing ourselves, nah, that ain't gonna happen, bruh. You can just go hang yourself. Because here we will vibe out. and we will go over and beyond. And you can't stop us. You can't stop me. Nobody's gonna stop me. You don't know me, son. You don't know me? Hunchback? Let's go! All the way. Yeah. You only got one life, man. Y'all waiting for the next one? Feel sorry for you. Use this one as if you ain't got another one. Go all out. Now that was awesome. Real awesome. Papa Mendes in the house. Saito, I don't know Akio Utsuka. It was just a compilation of things, so I don't know. What's up, Lame? Fatal J. You just dropped the YouTube short. Yeah, I saw it, bro. Yeah, thanks. People gotta know Manga Plus is a scam. Surely they know now. I mean, Dandadan got posted on Manga Plus creators, and I think it's at the top 10 right now. It's insane. But people who still posting there for whatever reason, oh well. I'm not gonna stop them. What's the story behind this character? Oh, this is Lancelot, continent of Kaiser, right? He's also a king, but in this... What the... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I had a connection problem. Should be fine now. Seems okay. So yeah, this is Lancelot. In this chapter, we're gonna get a little bit of a backstory about him. How he became king, you know. So he's pretty chilled and laid back, almost like Alex. But right now, Alex is really, really upset. So yeah, you thought Alex was chilled. No, Lancelot's the most chilled character, I think. He's so chilled, in fact, that it upsets one of his servants that he's so relaxed. Is he even really a king? But then again, oh, he did this, he achieved that. And yeah, this is a photo bash over here. I'm gonna add more contrast to it. So it's gonna be cool getting some Lancelot action up in here. People acting like Demon Slayer, the movies. Oh, bro, they just all kinds of, what's the word? Mesmerized by all the visuals. It's just dopamine slop, so I'm not surprised. Attack on Titan season 1 and 2 soundtrack is incredible. Almost shed a damn tear. I know, bro. I know. Attack on Titan soundtrack is legendary, man. Like 1,000,000%. It's so iconic and memorable. Oh, Kaido's here. I'm so tempted to put Sacrifice Chapter 1 on Manga Plus creators as an ad for my website, but I don't know if I'd be comfortable putting it there. And Webtoons, still debating. Well, I mean, if you're trying to just attract traffic to your site, then I guess that's okay. The only thing that I am against is people posting on Manga Plus creators because they think they're gonna get anything out of it, which is incorrect. You're not gonna get anything out of it. So if you just want to do it for marketing, well, why not? Okay, Fatal J says, feel me, I used to want to be these characters, not I don't give a damn, none of this stuff inspire or motivate. Me too, bro. Honestly, without anime, manga, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have a real direction. As I said in our interview, Fatal, that I've never seen humans with straight backs. I didn't know there was such a thing as a hero. I didn't know. It was all thanks to anime. I mean, Superman was there, but it felt cheesy and impersonal. He felt like, he felt like a mascot. And he wasn't relatable at all. So, anime and manga helped a whole generation. A whole generation, bro. Otherwise, who knows what we would be right now. I know I'd be in jail or dead, because I would have stayed in the gang and be like, well, there's nothing for me. Might as well join Boko Haram. So. Okay, the contrast seems to be alright. I wonder if I should just delete this part here. Let's see. Oh well, I'll see later. Let's go ahead and draw his staff. But I need a new layer. Let's go, y'all. Powering up. This is the theme song for Fusion Reborn. First time we see Gogeta enter the house, defeating some Janemba action. Oh boy. Ah, damn it. Why does this thing do this? Oh. By the way, this live stream is probably going to get 10,000 copyright strikes. So YouTube, I know YouTube would probably take it down. So if you want to rewatch this, I'll put it for free on Patreon. Because I have a feeling YouTube's going to take it down because of all the soundtracks I was playing. But it will be up for free on Patreon. Now, this divine relic that Lancelot has here, it has 3 forms. 3 forms. Like, oh, bro, you stealing Bankai stuff. Nah, that's not how it works. It's not how it works at all. And it's unique to him, I would say. Other relics, they can't really do what his relic can do. And Lancelot's divine relic is actually very important and very dangerous. So dangerous that a certain somebody is going to be like, you're going to have to go fetch that. That human, yeah, he's a problem. Go get me that damn stick type thing. And I actually had that idea this morning that, Lancelot is pretty damn strong. And in this chapter, we reveal how strong he is because of the relic. So, it's going to be interesting as to like, well, how much of a threat is he? We will see. Luckily for us, as established in chapter 8, he's very much so loyal to Arthur. Like, he will not take any nonsense whatsoever. Any threat to Arthur, he will not take any nonsense. Okey-dokes. Let's go ahead and put some bleach action, shall we? Anime saved all of us here, for real, man. Yeah, Goku and Vegeta was the new heroes. Exactly. And seeing rivalry, having a rival was new to me as well. I had never seen that before. I didn't know that there was such a thing as healthy competition. Where I grew up, I mean, everybody grew up in the hood, in the slums or whatever. You know, you wouldn't know that your best friend is secretly low-key competing with you simply because you had an extra loaf of bread in the house compared to him. Like, you had no idea. Your own cousins low-key competing with you because you would have 3 meals a day instead of 2. Like, that's toxic competition. Because that's envy. They wish for your demise. They wish that you had less than they, you know. And I was almost dragged to that abyss, dragged into that mindset. I too could have been just a baboon, you know. But I wasn't, luckily. Thanks to Dragon Ball, it inspired me so much. I had to pursue and understand, what is this? What it's about? What are the characters talking about, and so on. Coming out the frame looks better. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll keep it that way. Without anime and manga, Horikoshi would have been an office worker, Tabata wouldn't be motivated in life, and Toriyama would have probably been an alcoholic. Yeah, so let's all thank Osamu Tezuka for, you know, being inspired enough by Disney. So we can thank Walt Disney as well. Like, hey, yo, thanks, man. You helped us out. You inspired Osamu, and Osamu inspired everybody. So yeah, fiction imitates life. Indeed, you know, people in the gutter, in the jungle, they really look down on fiction, mythology, stories, and that's why they are uninspired, because they have no ideals, never heard of ideals. They never want to pursue ideals, and that's why they're always in the gutter. 14 bottles right near them, drinking it up every single hour. So, yeah, fiction helps, man. We need that in our system. How many volumes do you plan on doing? And also, are you going to do like manga and later on in the series and change the main character? I would like to have 12 or 15 volumes. Am I going to change? Are you going to do like manga and later on in the series and change the main character? No way. Why would I change the main character, bro? The main character is Jacob. It's gonna stay that way. It's just Jacob is not as important in the plot. So he's the main character for us, but in the grand narrative of the plot, he really is not. Only Arthur is and Dracula himself, so yeah. Okay, let's try to put this damn stick. I need a little bit of Linkin Park and the OG Crawling. Man, I played this song 10 trillion times in high school. It got me through so much. So much, man. In high school, you just wanted it all to end, right? And I was like, when I leave high school, things will be better. Well, they are better than high school, but doesn't make it easier. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Do I have an ending in mind? I do, though in the last couple of months it has changed so many times. At first, I was like, it's gonna be a sad ending, but a realistic one. And now it's like, you know what? It's going to be a happy ending in a way if you're ignorant. But if you know better, you don't know what to think of it, type thing. So it's gonna be an ending on the surface looks happy, but it's like, yeah, but is it really over type thing? It's gonna be one of those endings where you don't really know if this is truly the end, right? So, but it's gonna be very satisfying. It makes me happy thinking about the ending. And the mystery that the ending will have is what's going to keep people forever thinking about it. So yeah, that's how I'd like to do it. I used to fantasize about whatever manga I wanted to draw in high school while listening to rock music, especially Linkin Park. Whoop. Okay, we're gonna make that weapon a bit thicker. Nobody's going to bed early tonight. Y'all gonna sit on that desk and you gonna work. You gonna sit on that desk, bro. So yesterday I got myself a personal trainer. I'm like, listen, man, you see my character Jacob? Yeah, I need to beef up to look like him because I'm not near that. He's like, I got you, but understand that I'm going to destroy you. I'm like, look, man, I paid you to have me destroyed. And I was like, I was obliterated, right? After the whole workout. Dude assesses all your weaknesses, and I had to do a lot of deadlifts because my balance is off. So, deadlifting helps you with the balance, just helps you overall with the whole body. I never took them seriously. And after the obliteration, I was like, okay, is that it? Like, I was totally wasted, but I was ready for more. He's like, well, bro, the hour is finished. And I seriously wasn't holding back. I'm like, well, okay, if that's it for now, I guess I'll go do my own thing. I'll go do some more. So even he was surprised that, damn, you still have enough energy to keep going? Yeah, man. I'm David Goggins now, bro. I have plenty of energy in the reserves. I have to use everything. As Gon said in Hunter x Hunter, I'll just use everything. Some of y'all are still holding back for whatever reason. You're not gonna benefit at all by holding back, bro. Let it go. Don't be like Gohan in the early stages. I've been holding back, thinking that I never needed to go further and break my own limits. Why? Because I was too afraid that if I do break my own limits, what if it's not enough? What if it's not enough? You go beyond, but it's not enough. Well, that was my fear, and that's why I never actually wanted to go over and beyond. Even though I would say here, go over and beyond, I was still holding back, too afraid to take another L despite giving everything. But now I'm giving everything. And I don't care if another L comes my way. I'll just stack it up some more and use all these L's as a ladder. Ladder starts with an L. That's how you climb up. That's how you climb. So I'm using everything now. Don't hold back. Use everything you got. Everything you got. Let's put some Transformers lockdown action up in here. Bloody hell ending sounding it'll be like, yay. But oh wait. Yeah. That's exactly it, bro. Glad you see it that way. Good luck, bro. Those are hard to make successfully, so take your time. Yeah, they're very hard. But I believe I can do it. I will do it. It will work out. Because I'm using everything now. And no matter what bullish may come my way, it will not deter me from finishing my mission. My mission right now is to finish bloody hell. As Jacob got up in chapter 2, and he said, I refuse to die here. I will not be killed by you, by anyone, until my mission is complete. And the funny thing is, when I wrote that all those years ago, I had no idea what my mission was. I didn't know where I would end up. I didn't know what direction to step into. But then eventually, here we are. So, a lot of people are waiting for a grand mission to come from heaven or the government. People say, or the government say, well, it's World War III, y'all, let's go. You have now got a mission for your life to just go die in vain. No, that is a mission I reject because that's not my mission, right? We all have our own. You just have to look within and realize what you can contribute. But if you a sucker, just sitting down, doing nothing, drinking milk, and eating cookies all day, you have no mission. You're invalid. You're a bot, and you shouldn't be here. Okay? You shouldn't be here at all. But me, finally, I know my mission, right? And I hope a lot of you know your mission as well. It might not be as amazing as a superhero and whatnot, but perhaps your mission can be to create a new superhero. Ever thought about that? Yeah. Think about it, bro. This world needs new heroes, and we are the ones to give it to them. Goku and Vegeta have been subverted thanks to the BS of Dragon Ball Super. So, though they are our former heroes, they don't represent us anymore. Not anymore. So we have to create them new heroes. Let's go ahead and put another DBZ track. My novel is close to being done. How do I generate buzz before its release? Through social media, bro. Unless you have like thousands of dollars to pay YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, the only way you can generate a buzz is by having a lot of visuals and getting other people to share the thing for you. Right? Important people who have a fan base, right? I don't know what your novel's about, but I would look at people who create light novels on Twitter. I don't know who they are. You're gonna have to find out and see how they promote the release of their light novel. That's what you're gonna have to do. It ain't gonna be easy because a lot of mother suckers don't like to read like that, but you're gonna have to figure it out, man. You're gonna have to figure it out. Want to add some more razzmatazz to the hand, but I don't really like doing that unless it's an actual manga page. So we'll see. Okay, let's see if I'm gonna need to color it, which I don't think so, but first things first, I wanna do the frame. I want it to be wood. So let's see if I use the wood texture. Oh. Oh, that don't look all that pretty. Ooh, no way. Oh, damn. Man, this track was just something else, man. Let me just add my own lines. Okay. Ooh, that looks all right. I guess a little bit of color is just necessary. Huh. I almost rendered out his hair the way I render out Jacob's hair. Sometimes you want to make all the characters look different. Oh no, what the hell did I just do? That was not supposed to happen. The stick. How the heck did I miss that? Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh man. His stick is also red. Let's make it a lighter red. Oh, damn. I guess I am gonna color it in after all. What color are Lancelot's eyes again? Does anyone remember? Of course not. I think they were green. I think I made them green in volume 3. You know Jacob has these reddish highlights in his hair, like so. Well, we cannot have that for Lancelot, so blue suits him a lot. I didn't want to make his eyes blue because he kind of has the same eye shape as Jacob. You know what? Let me leave the highlights alone for now. I just might not color the whole thing even. I just might do the MANAA style of coloring partially. Partial coloring. Let's put the green in the eye. I am the Prince of all Saiyans. You hear that, Kakarot? You hear that, Hunchback? I am the Prince of all Saiyans, and you will not stop me, nor this caffeine from flowing. You will know my pride. All hail Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans. Ain't it cool to geek out? It shows that you had a childhood, man. You know, some people want to be mad, like, oh man, you still drawing cartoons. You a kid. Whoa. It's like, gee, bro. And what does it mean to be an adult? Does it mean to be an alcoholic like you? If that's what it means to grow up, then I'm just fine reciting lines from my childhood TV show. Now I actually understand why bullies always were hating on the geeks. I mean, a lot of geeks were like lame-o, I get it. No swag, no riz, no sauce, I get it. But honestly, I think they were hating on them because they felt they never needed the sauce. They felt they never needed to compensate for who they are, unlike the bully, right? The bully needed all the sauce and riz and whatnot in high school. And the dork or the dweeb, he didn't. He's like, hey, I'm in high school. I like anime. I don't care. As an adult, though, you definitely need sauce, bro. I'm sorry, but I'll hold you accountable if you still look like a bum, right? If you look like you sit down for 30 hours a day, yeah, I'm gonna have to hold you accountable there, bro. You know, as an adult, it's for your own health. It's not for vanity, actually. It's for your own health. So it just shows that you care about yourself, not for vanity's sake. Okay, let me do his hair here. Drawing really is its own battlefield, bro. So you gotta have the right music. You gotta have the right music, bro. Let's go. You see how I'm rendering? He's cut over here. Doing my best to follow the form of his cranium. Alright, there was something missing, the clouds. Let's see what happens if I put some brush clouds. Oh, this look like. Not exactly what I had in mind. I did want this cover to look illustrative, right? So, yeah, using a tool like this most likely is not gonna be it. Yeah, this won't work. Looks like I'm just gonna have to draw basic clouds. As was the original plan anyway. See how the clouds are drawn in Seven Deadly Sins? So simple, but so perfect. Oh yeah. Come on. Let's get it done. Get it done like how Vegeta would get it done. Now I don't have the font that on this computer that I want to use, but oh well. What is the title of this chapter? You know, I never thought about it. Usually, it's always an afterthought, the title of a chapter. Let's see. It has Lancelot in here, and his backstory. Oh, I know. That's the title. For if you're wondering what the heck is Indra, what does it mean? Oh, well, you can look it up. I won't spoil it there. It's nice and simple. It's not about the Indra per se, but the Indra is mentioned in this chapter. So, and it's kind of important to Lancelot, so I think that'll be fine. Oh, will you look at that? The stick looks better without the line work. Happy accident. That actually looks real cool, doesn't it? Let me add, no, not that. This right here. If it's in color, definitely it looks cool. Yeah, you know, when it comes to rendering, it's the part that takes the longest because there are certain things that you want to add or remove, and you're not sure which to keep, which to forsake. But I'll just do this. Okay. Just gotta make the hand. Oh no. I knew something went away. There we go. The thickness of the hand. The line weight of the hand. Okay. Maybe I should just make it all gray. Oh well. Yo, I enjoyed watching you cook. Keep up the good work, man. I appreciate your enthusiasm. No problem, man. We gotta keep the spirits high, you know. These hunchbacks can't get me down. They don't know me, son. They don't know me, and they don't know you, right? They hear just pieces of what I say, what you say, and then they want to hate. Screw them. Gotta keep these spirits high. Gotta go over and beyond, man. So yeah. Devin says, sadly, a lot of the people these days have TikTok brain. They need that spectacle to enjoy a story, character, interactions, theme. Nah, give me them pretty colors. That's what made Demon Slayer so popular. Yeah, bro, they are literally vegetables. We're dealing with vegetable people. It's over. That's why I'm not trying to cater to the masses. If they too stupid, too slow, okay, it's fine. We'll just, I don't need them. You know, sure, they are the biggest marketplace, so you make a lot of money through them, but catering to them means to abandon quality and become forgettable. So I don't want that. I need impact. I don't want to go to the fanfic. I don't want to go to the fanfic to original route of indie publishing. Nor am I advice or drama channel. Yeah, screw fanfic, bro. And without, yeah, screw fanfic, man. Like, do your own thing and screw drama. AGM, what's up? Coffee, you should make a character color guide sheet. I've got one for their colors and their different grayscales. I use light skin tones or different fabrics for quick reference. Yeah, you're right. I'm just so lazy. Luckily, I do have my books like printed and right in front of me right here, right? So I just pick up the book and look like, oh, because I Chihuahua, I'm too lazy for that. Now I'm still trying to understand why artists are saying you can't draw. I wonder too, bro. But I guess it's because that's the only thing they can attack, right? If they can't attack me personally, they can attack something close to me, which is my drawing, because they can't attack my arguments either. It's like, oh man, he's right, but I can't argue against him. So let's say he's a terrible artist, yada, yada, yada. That's all they got. It's like, well, if that's all you got, then you're not contributing anything. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's see. I need some more David Goggins real quick, so hold on a minute, Dragon Ball. Let me get some more Goggins up in me. Y'all get some Goggins up in you. Power up. Come on now. Oh damn, it's 10 p.m. already?
Navy SEALs. My goal was to go out, I had a plan. My plan is to go out there and run 4 miles.
Let me make my tea.
Everybody's got a plan so they can hit in the mouth. That's for Mike Tyson. So when your plan fails, when those posted laws get too heavy, when you get knocked down on the canvas, when everything falls apart in your life, and your plan is fucked up, what the are you gonna do? There's only one motherfucking option. Stay hard.
Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. Sometimes you can read a David Goggins book because I was all this shit and then a lot more fucked up. But if you don't have a little flame, you know, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you.
Can't light it for you,
And
y'all.
that's the harsh reality of this life that I want to get across so fucking bad. You can watch me, you can watch you, you can watch fucking Rogan and Cameron Haynes, all these motherfuckers. You can go to Tony Robinson's fucking bullshit. All this shit. You do all this shit. If you could keep going back and keep spending money and spending money and spending money with no results, you can wonder, wow, maybe let me go try out David Goggins. He ain't gonna fucking help you. You have to explore, examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want in life? Do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. That's the hack. Every day I wake up, I'm a fucking piece of shit today. How the hell is this gonna work out for me? And you fight that. I'll just run a mile, 2 miles. It's the one thing I hate the most to do And I do it like I love it. 250, 60, 300-mile runs at one time. No sleep. There's no dopamine in there at 300 pounds. You got nothing. Your hormones are shot. Oh, you have to envision something that is more powerful than you. Something has to get you out of bed. And you have to create it. It has to be false. Because you're not it. You're that piece of shit. The problem is, and you don't want to fix it. You don't want it. And that's the harsh reality. It makes me so fucking mad. Every day I walk this earth and I see average all over the fucking place. So many people are doing exactly that. The supplements, the this, the that. I agree, it helps. But once you figure out your brain, you become unstoppable to almost anything. Yeah, you can't beat death. You can't whatever. Your brain's amazing. Once you feed it the right conversation, the right mental nutrients, the right mental supplements, the right internal dialogue at the right time, with the right hit, with the right proof of what you've done in the past, and you send that right to the right circuit, dude, you're a fucking beast. A beast. But, once again, you just can't read about it. You can't sit back and be a theorist. You have to be a fucking practitioner.
Be a practitioner, y'all. Don't just sit and watch and do nothing. Do something. Get up.
He's not crazy.
Get up and work.
A lot of people have listened to me the right way, and they come back and they're like, I'm totally on board. It happened. It happened. Like, keep going, man. Keep doing it. But that is it, man. There's no sun. There's no glory. There's no carrot. There's no victory. But there is all of it in one. I can't explain it real well to people, man. But what you get at the other end is something that you're always found. You're never lost anymore. Doesn't mean the journey's easy. Doesn't get any easier, but you're always found. For you to constantly win. When this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here. Go. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. That's the real reality of David Goggins at 24 years old. It's not a false reality. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than others. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to be here. But you win. And it goes from the water to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles. This has to be in you. Something in you has to wake up. And usually the only person that can wake it up is you. Sometimes you can read a David Goggins book because I was all this shit and then a lot more of fuck up. But if you don't have a little flame, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you. But when you put that practice in every day, you lace them up. And I don't mean run. It's just a metaphor for life. You lace them motherfuckers up every day. Pretty soon you win. Pretty soon you'll win. You have the courage and the heart and the dedication and the mindset of everybody go fuck themselves. So when you're waking up every morning by yourself and you're getting after it by yourself and it's the hidden work. People see one minute video of me running this and like these fighters, they see during the fight or after the fight. They don't see these motherfuckers and what they deal with every fucking day. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be here. Because every day, even though they're the best in the world, that little motherfucker 7 or 8 years old is still in there saying, so you're always fighting that. Even though you beat it, you never truly beat it. So when they get on stage, talking to Joe Rogan, it's not even real.
Come on, West.
Like, you know, all those mornings that you don't want to get up and look at it as
And you, buddy.
like a rock.
Come on,
And you
23.
find this fucking rock, and the rock
Come on,
is you.
24.
And every day
One more,
you
David.
fight, not wanting to get up. And you do anyway. You chip a piece off that.
I think it looks better like this.
You do like food. And every day you go to train, you train harder and harder and harder and harder. And all these things you do to start forming yourself. You're chipping another piece of that rock up. Before you know it, you have this beautiful piece of artwork that you built. But people don't, and then once you get there, you see it. And it becomes real. Like, oh my God, I did this shit. And so like the journey becomes so real that there's so many people aren't willing to fucking chip away at that stone that is them to start chipping off those rough edges.
That's the fear. The fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
I never forget one time I was running by a graveyard when I was fucking just trying to become, I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard and I looked out there and I have all these epiphanies, man. I have all these fucking moments of like, it's crazy, man, of just thought. Cause I'm always by myself and I'm always in deep thought about how to be better. And I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there just are so upset with how you live your life. And just regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't die like this, bro. Don't die like this. So people wonder where this shit comes from me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here? You know, I had to find purpose. And my suffering, it had a purpose. It had a fucking purpose.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with David Goggins, man.
Navy SEALs.
You can't go wrong. Now, as you heard Joe Rogan over there saying, you know, the fear of, what did he say? The fear of losing out on your potential. That's also part of my fear, man. Like, that's why I decided to use everything. Last year, I had to pay other people's debts, you know? A lot of money went into paying other people's debts. And I didn't have anything to show really for 2024. And I said, you know what? 2025, I'm not gonna pay anybody's debt. Okay, I paid a little bit of people's debt. But I was like, okay, at least it's not that much, you know. If people in the family in the bind, what am I supposed to do, right? But ultimately, I took the great leap to invest in myself even further, more than I thought possible. And I think I low-key talked myself out of it here and there, saying, look, man, to invest in yourself right now is pointless because you're screwed anyway. Yes, I am screwed anyway. At the end of the day, it has been determined that I'm doomed if I don't find a magic way out of this place, right? It's been determined. And so my mind would say, yeah, bro, just hang it up. Give up, there's no point. You know, just keep yelling on the internet, be a hypocrite, you know, and just make a few dollars so you can buy pizza every other day. And then, at the back of my mind, the very back of my mind, I'm like, nah, what if I can go the distance? What would that look like? What if I actually do become a Super Saiyan? What does a Super Saiyan in the jungle look like? I can be the first one. You know? Why should I give up now? Just because I'm screwed anyway, does that mean I shouldn't be a Super Saiyan? I don't actually know when I'll be actually screwed completely. I know it's coming, but I don't know when. It might be in 5 years, 3 years, 10 years. What will I have to show on my last day? Especially when there's still a fair amount of resources for me to use right now. I was afraid to use these resources. As I said earlier, I was afraid to use everything. I was afraid to go beyond, even further beyond, because I was afraid that what if my beyond is not enough? What if it results in another L? I was afraid of that, right? I was afraid to fail more than I already had. And I'm telling you now, if that's you, bruh, you got nothing to lose, bruh. You got nothing to lose at all. If you know you're screwed anyway, then just use everything. Just use everything, right? It is such a weird feeling to be afraid to use everything. But it does make sense because in a way, you're trying to protect yourself from that final blow to your ego. You want to make an excuse for yourself and say, yeah, well, if I did use everything, I would have succeeded. But now you're like 85 years old. You're like 50 years old. And you keep telling yourself and whatever young bucks around you that, yeah, if I used everything, I would have been a Super Saiyan. So why didn't you? Why didn't you? What would you tell the young people if you live long enough to be old? The young boy will ask you, then why didn't you become a Super Saiyan if you could? What would you tell him? Oh, yeah, boy, don't ask me no questions. Oh, I didn't really have to. It's an excuse. It's a monumental excuse. You didn't become a Super Saiyan because you were afraid that you might not be able to. Or, despite being a Super Saiyan, you were afraid that you still couldn't win whatever challenges that are in your circumstance. And definitely, that was my fear. I've seen people who look like Super Saiyans here. I saw one dude, he legit looked like Super Saiyan 4, bro. The guy was an apex predator. And he didn't have a car. He was rushing to catch the bus. Anybody who lives in South Africa, y'all know what it's like to forget the taxi, to catch the bus. Well, it depends which province you're in, but the province I'm in, well, the bus is just a giant taxi, honestly. So I'm like, man, look at this Super Saiyan 4 dude, right, rushing to catch the bus. But despite their obvious, I don't want to say poverty, but the obvious misfortune that is in his circumstance, the guy had the aura of a Super Saiyan 4. And that showed me that despite being in an unfortunate situation compared to other people, his sense of control of his own life is at Super Saiyan 4 level. Because there can be people who are in better situations than all of us watching right now, sitting here listening, right? But they have no control in their situation, right? They have zero control. And so it might look like they're worth feeling jealous over, but that's not the case because they don't have any control. This guy that I saw, though way more unfortunate than me, he had a sense of control that I don't have. I'm like, damn, this guy ain't play no games. He look like Goliath, bro. But information changes situation. For him, most likely, there is not enough information that he has gotten to change his situation. Maybe he was not even pursuing any real information that can change situation. Maybe he just wanted to be able to function in his situation, right? And maybe to function in his situation, he had to become a Super Saiyan 4, right? For me, I don't want to just function in a situation. I want to thrive. I want to change the situation, right? Just functioning isn't good enough. I will not accept that, right? So the year is almost done. And I almost gave up on this year saying, you know what? I'm writing it off. Too many screwovers or whatever. I'm writing it off. I'm eating some yogurt right now. Right? And then after pay more debts of people, after spending so much of what I bled for other people with no return of investment, let alone a proper appreciation, proper gratitude. I was like, these people around me can be a black hole. And here I am pouring everything thinking their problems will end. Their problems will never end. So while I have time, I have to use everything. Everything to change the situation. I have the information to change the situation. Now I just have to put it into practice, right? I have to use every single hidden attack I got. I have to use the bloody hurricane. I don't have a choice. A bloody hurricane that can obliterate a Getsuga Tenshu any day of the week. That's what I mean by everything. I've got to use a Jajunken belonging to Gon at maximum power all the time. I need to be able to function at 1,000% and more, because that's what it's going to take, clearly, right? So the fear is real. These people accusing me of being an L master, I'll take it, you know? I'll take being an L master, but as Goggins said, you can't succeed without collecting L's for days. You just can't. So I'm using everything. And for those who can be like, well, your everything currently is still not good enough. Well, what are you doing, bro? You know? What are you doing? If you are a winner watching a loser, what do you benefit? It's so weird to me. How do you benefit? And damn, I don't have, this PC, I don't have all my patterns and nice things here. Let's just use this. It's just weird, bruh. Because Goggins even mentions it, that like some weirdo on the internet gonna talk smack to somebody out here grinding. What's up with that? Like, if you're successful, why aren't you busy counting your money? That's like Bill Gates wasting his time coming to me and calling me names. Like, dude, you're Bill Gates. Don't you have anything better to do? You know? So these people come here and present themselves as more important than all the efforts done here. But if they are that important, why are they here? Why aren't they doing the important things that they claim to be doing? It doesn't make any sense, right? People accuse me of being jealous, of flipping hunchbacks like White Wonga, but how can anyone be jealous of somebody who had his whole life screwed over by Freddy Krueger? I can't be jealous of that. So it's just ridiculous to me. Absolutely ridiculous. Almost done. I just gotta add the shadows in the right place. But this came out nice. I like it. Now there is the the contradiction of world building a little bit, that okay, so Lancelot is from Banioch, right? And the aesthetics of Banioch, I didn't show it at all. I kind of show it here, like through here. And I don't know if this is important to mention in the story, but already in the story, if you just use your brain, you understand that King Arthur's kingdom, like the Kaiser country itself, it actually works as an empire, right? So meaning everybody on the continent, the Kaiser continent, even though it has its own little nations and so on, well, it was taken over by the Kaiser Empire. So the architecture is similar. Now, with Lancelot's aesthetics, because I did want to use a bit of Sun Wukong action, the Chinese aesthetics as well, they need to appear here and there. So sometimes I felt that, hey man, a contradiction of world design is not a good thing. But I don't think it's that obvious. So I don't know. But I don't think it's that obvious. I haven't seen anybody ask me questions about that yet. Right? Okay. Let me put some Hulk action. David Goggins would do very well on the long walk. Extremely well. I had bought the physical copy of Bloody Hell. My friend who enjoys this stuff casually and doesn't know you at all, like your book. That proved your stuff is actually good on its own. Ah, awesome, bro. Thanks for the support. And that's nice to know. That's nice to know. And it shows that people can like something if they don't have an established negative bias about a person. So because your friend doesn't know me at all, he's like, oh, this is a pretty cool book. Because there's no negative bias ringing in his head. So that's pretty cool and good to know. So I appreciate it. The announcement that Young Wavy will make this weekend, yeah, it's going to be real exciting. For those who want to continue the support of this endeavor. But yeah, Locke says, just got past the part where you recall Jacob saying he won't give up until he's carried out his mission. And it dawned on me how writing affects even the author. It's like we inspire ourselves too. We do, bro. Because when I first made Bloody Hell was after a catastrophe, right? It was either jail or bloody hell. So I knew that going to jail ain't gonna be nice. So I needed to inspire myself why I should stay out of jail. Because if I went to jail, my mission would have ended. So Jacob clinging on to life, clinging on to his mission, it did inspire myself. I was trying to convince myself that, dude, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So yeah, I was doing drafts based on a script for one of the upcoming chapters, and I discovered he criticized something I was doing. Legit forgot I wrote about it. I was like, dang, I'm acting like a hypocrite. Well, at least you caught yourself. By he, I mean the protagonist, some hunchback action he criticized. Hey man, that's the beauty of writing. It forces you to examine little holes even in your own thinking, you know? If you want to keep everything linear and consistent, then, well, be a writer. Out of curiosity, do you know anything about Ultraman, Kamen Rider, or Super Sentai? If so, what's your thought? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. I see Fatal J always posts about Ultraman and Kamen Rider, but I have no idea what that is. Ultraman looks like a Power Ranger. That's a robot. So unfortunately, I can't give my opinion. I don't know. What does Jacob like to do in his free time or for fun when he's given a break from his cruel world? Man, you're making it sound like I bullied the guy so much. Well, if you remember from chapter 2, when he was a child, he liked reading. He liked to read a lot, right? It's not to say that he hasn't read anything in 200 years, but I would say he mostly likes to read and just look at nature. That's it. Kind of boring, but just reading and looking at nature. But more often now, he looks at nature than read because, yeah, he's been through a lot. Ultraman is something similar to Power Rangers, but he's more known for fighting against giant monsters. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Tokusatsu. Yeah, Papa Mendez. I don't know Tokusatsu, bro. I don't know. Did anyone watch the first Hulk movie? Because this soundtrack that's playing is from the first one. As a kid, I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I rewatched it recently, and it's flippin' marvelous, man. Great movie. Everything's great. It's a whole package, bro. Like, it is so filled with soul, bro. So I recommend people rewatch it if they haven't. It is totally worth it. Let's go ahead and put some Transformers action though. You should watch it if you get the time, especially the older Ultraman. Oh, I'll try, but as I said, man, my capacity for new things, you know, is very low, but I'll try. My dad was an Ultraman fan when he was a kid. So it's that old, huh? Okay. Tokusatsu is the way it feels outdated and timeless at the same time. Oh, it's the genre Ultraman. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Okay, I'm almost done here. Just gotta add the shadows. But I gotta finish this darn tea. I won't lie, inking the next couple of pages is a bit intimidating. I don't know how many people ever feel intimidated by the amount of work that they still have to do. Cause, yeah, even though I apply passable, sometimes it's still very intimidating. It was intimidating to draw even this cover. But oh well. Just gotta get it done. Let's see. Hopefully I have enough energy tomorrow. And final stretch. Oh, I forgot to put black on Lancelot's piercings. why people hate Michael Bay's Transformer movies. The first four were great, and then something went wrong. But the first four, amazing. Okay, I repeat, YouTube's gonna take down this stream so you can rewatch it on Patreon for free. This is the only freebie. So next time you're feeling low, just put on this David Goggins stream right here. We're gonna have more of these. I'm sure I'm gonna be pretty pumped after the announcement this weekend. So who knows how much more energy I'm going to get from the announcement. Because something special is gonna be revealed as well. So, can't wait. It's nice to have something to look forward to instead of your own demise. Believe it or not, I did look forward to my own demise because it would put an end to, well, the suffering. But in a way, I see now, thanks to Nietzsche as well, that was just being a bitch ass, being a coward, somebody too afraid to live his own life. And I thought I lived enough of my life, or I did enough, or doing more would be pointless anyway because I'm screwed anyway. Nah, it was just fear, the fear to live. And then I would convince myself it's pointless anyway. Just better, just forsake it all and get your rewards in heaven, bro. Nah. Oh, that was not supposed to happen, but that looks nice. Man, happy accidents are really, really helpful. I'm not gonna be afraid to live my life anymore. And I'm not going to look forward to dying anytime soon, as I once did. That was being a coward. And I saw it as virtuous because I was ready to hang it all up in the name of life is vanity. Who cares? Type attitude. Very nihilistic. Even though you'll find that in Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, you know. So I was like, no, it can't all be vanity. It can't. Otherwise, what's the point? You know? So I will live. And I will fight to live now. Because long ago, I just wanted an excuse not to. I wanted an excuse. And I never could understand why somebody like Guts, he tried to understand why he fought so hard to protect his life. He didn't know. It's instinctual. Your heart beats on its own without your consent. It naturally wants to keep beating, keep living, you know. When you synchronize with the will of your body, but guide it away from destructive habits though, right? Then you truly become something great, right? You become a warrior in a way, some Achilles action, some Alexander the Great type of figure. So I will live now, and I have no intention of dying soon. I don't. Not anymore. Not anymore. So I gotta do my best and use everything that I got. Everything. And so should you. Might be in the gutter, some of us, but in the gutter, use everything, bro. Use everything. Doesn't matter how bad it gets, still make the investment in yourself. In yourself, man. Because you'll never regret that decision. You can never regret investing in yourself and using everything for your own improvement, right? After all, you can't help anybody if you can't help yourself first. So, you gotta realize that. This new bum of a Hulk ain't it, man. We need that Ultra Savage Hulk back. Even in the comics, Professor Hulk wasn't such a bum. You know, that's what Marvel and the propaganda people want. It's like, oh, a masculine Hulk is dangerous. Oh no, take him out of here. So yeah. Transformers 1 is still amazing. Hate 2 and 3. Oh, you hate 2. 3 is okay. The one with the Dinobot was too insane not to like. Still waiting for that Fast and Furious Transformers crossover. There was going to be a crossover of that? Had no idea. Proverbs is my favorite book. Lots of bars in that one. Yeah, it's got bars. My back is starting to ache. Good thing I did plenty of lat pull downs today to compensate for this pain that's starting to get me right now. I wonder if 30-year-olds back in the day started feeling aches and pains at this age. They probably did. After all, they did more grueling work than we did. My chihuahua. If I were to make this gray, still looks nice. But yeah, let's desaturate it a little bit. Or not. The high saturated red actually really brings out the razzmatazz. Okay. You know, with rendering, you can go on for hours, bro. But only if you know what you're doing. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing. But sometimes you do want to experiment. And that too can take time. Like here. I want to see. I really didn't want to do any work tonight. But then I was like, but bruh, yes, you got screwed over again this week, but you have to have something to show for today. If not the week, have something to show for today. And I argued with myself, but wait, I drew a page though. I didn't ink one, but I drew one. So, well, nigga, come on. Come on. Drink your own caffeine and get to work. It's not like you're so tired or so depressed that you can't do anything. Do something. Just do the cover then. And here we are. Another major fear of mine is wasting time, bro. Man, I hate wasting time. Like, if I don't want to do anything, it has to be intentional. I have to intentionally not do anything, because not doing anything actually will serve some purpose. But to do nothing at all and it serves no purpose? I'll be damned. Not here, not me, never, never. It has to serve a purpose, either for recovery or contemplation, but never to just sit and wallow in pity or helplessness or whatever. Never. I'll never allow that. Gotta have something to show. But sometimes, there are legitimate reasons for not being able to do something on that day. And even though they might be, currently for me, it's like, yes, they are, but your body is strong enough to work. It's only your emotions right now that are holding you back. If you put them aside, you can do the work. So try to ignore the emotions. Yeah, and that's what I did. But I needed some emotional support. That's why I put some David Goggins on. And here we are. Well, that's it then. It's over. It's done. Oh. Alright. That was quite the battle. It's finally done. I don't know if I'll be able to ink page 1 tomorrow. Maybe I should break it down and be like, let me just ink all the characters first. Technically, that's not what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to draw half the chapter, and then I have to ink half of it. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow, if I draw tomorrow's pages, I'll be halfway done, and then I will have to start inking. So after this page, that will be halfway point. And yeah, luckily there's some action in this chapter, so it won't be too difficult. And then the next chapter, 27, there's action there, and then there's a lot of talking between other characters that need to come back to camera. And I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze in Arthur in the next chapter. We'll see. Otherwise, pages are going to be really long. But oh well. But yeah, y'all. You see this? Yeah, you can tell what's happening. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Anyway, me save this. Okay. Okie dokes. That's it for now. It's great that you're saying these things now, Coffee, because you've been giving some questionably demoralizing vibes recently, talking about dying soon. That was demoralizing? Hey man, you should know. You and I are both in the jungle, bro. I mean, we're still screwed either way. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, right? But it doesn't matter. That's the thing. Doomed, so what? You doomed now? Are you doomed in the next hour? Are you doomed tomorrow? You're not sure? Then use everything while you can, right? In the end, people see reality as their enemy, but it's only your enemy because it's not in your favor. And people can mystify escaping reality and make the escape of reality grandiose and holy, right? But it's just a euphemism to express how much they hate reality and how powerless they are to change their situation. Either way, whether I can change mine or not, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm gonna use everything, right? It's been determined. You and me, Luck, and everybody else in the jungle, there's only one path. But that day ain't here yet, right? So there's still time. Maybe, just maybe, something might happen. Somebody might be like, yo, here's 10 billion, bro. Well, life doesn't work that way. Either way, use everything. Use everything, bruh. While you can. I've said this about previous streams, but best stream ever I've seen from you. Alright, glad you enjoyed it, man. We had to go over and beyond, bro. Putting in more David Goggins vibe, right? Next week, my personal trainer thinks he gonna kill me and put me through the ringer. I don't think so, right? Because that's what he did today. And even though I almost fell over, I was like, I can do this all day. Now, I really don't like Captain America in that movie, in Civil War. But that moment is iconic. I can do this all day. I can do this all day. And no one's going to stop me. It's moments like this that reality will conspire against you. To see you that, oh, he's on his feet. Oh, he dares defy all this tragedy? Well, let's upgrade the agony. Let's put some other garbage in front of him so that he may burn. Well, whatever, reality. I've told you now that no matter what you put, right? If I can still do what I gotta do, I'm going to do it. And you're not going to stop me. Already you have put crazy neighbors next door who gonna start playing loud music at 12 o'clock in the damn night, right? Who, like, what the hell, bro? But anyway, you put crazy neighbors next to me. You put some crazy niggas at work. You did this, you did that. You had my money stolen. All of these things in 1 month. And here I am, still. You're not going to get to me this time, reality. Right? Not this time. Because I've been just bit by bit taking power from my reserves. Now I'm using all my reserves. All of it. Right? I am sparing nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, neither should you. Neither should any of you. Yeah, that quote from Captain America was the first thing that got in my head. Yeah, glad you caught it, bro. Glad you caught it. You know, I recently watched the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, Bonds Beyond Time. I'm gonna make a video on Patreon about that. That movie is amazing, and the ending, the statement in the ending was so powerful, man. And when you watch that movie, because it's on YouTube, just search it. The whole movie's there in HD. All 3 Yu-Gi-Oh movies are there. But it's the second one that was so powerful. The third one is also powerful, but not in the context that I'm talking about. That you really can't underestimate yourself and not realize how much and how many people you bring together. That through you and through what you've done, friendships can be built, bonds can be made, and, you know, missions can be accomplished. Because through you and through what you did, you made it possible for everybody to come together. That's what the Yu-Gi-Oh! Second movie is about. And I did underestimate Coffee Comics. Despite all the haters, suckers, lamos, trying to get me down, get all of us down, well, we're still all here gathered, right? All 18 people here. And, well, I'm not going to underestimate anymore what the caffeine can do. I won't do that, right? So yeah, like, I see that September was rough for you. You had to fix a lot of your stuff to meet the deadline, but at least you made the deadline for Coffee Originals. And next month, y'all, it's on. It's on. So part of the announcement this weekend is about Coffee Originals and something else. So my squad is ready. They're doing their work. And anybody in my circle, they got their socks pulled all the way up, right? Nobody's a slacker in my camp. So stop slacking and use everything. But anyway, I'm gonna head out, y'all. Go to Patreon and watch this there. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow because rendering this thing is gonna be impossible. If YouTube takes it down, if you don't see this stream anymore, it's because YouTube took it down. So you can watch it tomorrow for free on Patreon. So that's it for now.